Hey, welcome to HoopSpeak Live. I'm your host, Beckley Mason, with Ethan Sherwood-Strauss. Zach Harper cannot join us today. He is going to Sacramento, actually just landed, according to Twitter. Thanks for the update, Zach. And he is going to solve the Kings Arena's issues. Either that or he's visiting his family. One or the other. Ethan, big week for NBA basketball. Lot in the news. We've got Melo firing it up. We've got the Celtics resurgent. And but obviously the big story from this week is that Ron Artest has a guinea pig, and its name is Sunshine.
Yes. You know, I was on the scene for that breaking news. I don't want to toot my own horn, but, you know, I think I did more work than anybody else out there, any other reporter, in uncovering that detail. And, you know, call it what it is. I did the work, and, you know, it's his new pet. He loves it. He prefers it, you know, to a hamster. He's done the study. He knows it lives longer, and, you know, it was fun. We compared notes. I showed him my guinea pig, Mimi. He's a fan. You know, I suggested that maybe we should kill Mimi to get a cat because she won't die. We can't have another pet around the guinea pig. Ron Artest was not in favor of this. Metta, as a man of world peace, said, no, let her live. So, you know, just to respect his wishes, I will continue to let my guinea pig keep on going.
Oh, that's really kind of you. For the viewers that don't know, Mimi smells like burned throw up. This is a really, really disgusting smelling animal. As sweet as... No, she's not even nice. Your guinea pig bites you after you feed it. I don't get, like, how this beast still exists. So. She smells awful, is really mean to you, and doesn't do anything. It's not even like the jumping, it's not like, what was the one that could jump that they had a YouTube video for?
Oh, Truffles. Truffles. Yeah,
Truffles, the guinea pig, at least had some hops, at least had some value.
That was great. That was great just to see the people cheering this just spectacularly unathletic creature really performing a feat that was fairly mundane. I mean...
Yeah, we're just finding out in the chat, by the way, that James Herbert has a rat named Randall, which we'll come back to, I guess. My favorite part of your hard-hitting interview with Metta World Peace was that he wondered whether you, quote, lay with it, like whether or not Mimi sleeps with you guys, which also, like, his phrasing of "do you lay with it" just cracked me up for some reason.
Yeah, you know, I have to say, he is among the nicest people I've ever interviewed. I've interviewed him twice as he's come into Oracle, and, you know, he takes the time. He responds to all questions. He's very positive. And, yeah, he seemed genuinely interested. And what was funny, too, was Steve Blake interjecting and, you know, asking questions. I think Steve Blake might have his own guinea pig by now because he has been swayed by the passion for the creature that certainly World Peace provided. I did not. I think I provided something of the counter argument per the smell issue that you brought up.
Singes the nostrils. But you also did get some interesting information from the Lakers trainer, Gary Vitti. You were talking about Bynum and his health and his ability to stay on the court. He's lost weight, but he's also, you noticed, running differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm ever since I read Born to Run, like a lot of other people, I became a nerd about running form. And for those who don't know, when you land on the heel, that's bad. It's a heel strike, and all your weight is going into your foot at that point. And a more natural, lighter stride is when you hit with the forefoot. And I noticed that Bynum I was just watching some 2007 clips of the Lakers, because obviously I lead a very well-balanced life. And so I was watching these 2007 clips, and Bynum was just heel striking like crazy. It looked brutal. And then I watched on Sunday, and he's trotting up and down the court. He's just gliding. It's a little trot. So I asked Vitti about it, and he says the transition is less because he's intentionally doing it, and more because they've done exercises with his glutes to strengthen him, and that has enabled him to do a more natural stride. I don't exactly know if I can even pronounce the stride Bynum was doing. It's some German term. And when I looked it up on the internet, when people were showing how to do it, it looks like a drunk penguin walking. So I guess Bynum was doing something like that. I'll look it up right now in my email so we can get on that. But
yeah,
so
VD wrote you a very jargon-filled email about basically all the medical terms, which were like completely useless, and he didn't explain them. But as I understand it, they strengthened the muscles around his hips, which have allowed him to take a lot of the pressure off of his knees when he runs. Hence, he is on the court more.
Yeah, it's the Trendle. He had a Trendelenburg gait. So if you want to look that up, that's the kind of walk that Bynum had before. And
that's the gate that separated East and West Germany, right?
Yeah. The Trendelenburg gate. Yeah. That's... It was named for that. It was a winding gate. It didn't make sense. It looked like as though a drunk person had built it. It would just go under the water for no reason. People didn't know why. So I find this interesting because we think of Bynum as injury-prone inherently, and if he's done these strength exercises, if he's fixed his walk, then maybe he isn't. I don't want to jinx it. That's actually something that VD said to me when I asked, well, is this why he has been so durable? And he's like, it could be, but let's not jinx it. And I think that's funny that trainers, by their nature, very scientifically oriented, but probably have a lot of superstition too, just because of the pressures of their job.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, and like anytime someone rolls under a big man, you never know what could happen.